The USS Gerald R. Ford, a marvel of modern naval engineering. The USS Gerald R. Ford, a marvel of modern naval engineering, stands as a testament to the ever-evolving technology that propels the world's most powerful naval force, the United States Navy. With a staggering price tag of $13.3 billion, the USS Gerald R. Ford is not only the largest but also the most expensive warship ever to sail the world's oceans. This behemoth of the seas is a symbol of American naval supremacy and is packed with cutting-edge technology, setting a course well into the mid-21st century. Let's delve into the intricacies of this engineering marvel and the challenges it faces in the era of evolving threats. The USS Gerald R. Ford, a glimpse of its prowess. This colossal warship boasts a sprawling 5-acre flight deck that is an engineering marvel in itself. The deck is a carefully designed masterpiece to accommodate an array of aircraft and support the complex operations that are the hallmark of a modern supercarrier. The vessel is equipped to house 4 squadrons of fighter jets, alongside an impressive fleet of support and tactical aircraft, numbering over 60 planes in total, with the potential to accommodate as many as 90. The scale of operations on the USS Ford is nothing short of awe-inspiring. Majestic size and power, the USS Ford stands more than 9 stories above the waterline, dominating the seascape with its sheer size and presence. It is a colossal warship, weighing an astounding 97,000 tons. To put this into perspective, it's a staggering 32,000 tons heavier than the largest battleships deployed during World War II. However, its immense size does not translate to sluggishness or vulnerability. Powered by a pair of advanced Ion-B nuclear reactors, this ship boasts nearly 3 times the power of America's existing supercarriers, generating an impressive 300 megawatts of electrical power. This abundant power source enables the USS Ford to cruise the oceans at a swift 34 miles per hour, akin to watching a New York City block glide by on the water. Challenges in the modern naval arena. The threat from China. Despite the USS Gerald R. Ford's remarkable capabilities, modern naval warfare is fraught with new challenges, chief among them being the evolving threat from China. The emergence of new anti-ship missiles from China, some with the capability to maneuver at hypersonic speeds above Mach 5, has thrown a shadow of doubt over the continued relevance of vessels like the USS Ford and the entire Pacific Fleet of the U.S. Navy. A sobering report from the Congressional Research Service, updated in August 2022, underscores concerns about the survivability of Navy surface ships in potential combat scenarios against adversaries like China. These adversaries are armed with large numbers of unmanned aerial vehicles and anti-ship missiles, including advanced models. China has scaled up the size of its naval fleet significantly over the past decade and has developed several anti-ship weapons, including highly maneuverable hypersonic missiles capable of reaching Mach 10. China is making no secret of the intended purpose of these advanced weapons: to repel American ships from its waters. Despite the USS Ford and similar ships being equipped with a battery of anti-missile defenses, none are capable of protecting them in a prolonged battle against China's latest weaponry. The quest for laser technology, a glimmer of hope. In the face of these evolving threats and to maintain dominance in the Pacific, the U.S. Navy is turning to a groundbreaking technology that has long remained out of reach: lasers. The benefits of laser technology are tantalizing. Powered by the copious fuel source provided by the Ford's hulking nuclear reactors, lasers fire at the speed of light, effectively negating the velocity of hypersonic weapons. They can be reloaded quickly, ready to fend off swarms of drones, and, significantly, they don't require ammunition stores. This provides ships with nearly unlimited firing opportunities. In 2021, the Biden administration formed a Pentagon task force to assess the threat posed by China's rapid naval expansion. Based on the task force's findings, the Department of Defense declared China as America's most consequential strategic competitor. China's naval fleet now comprises more than 770 naval, Coast Guard, and other military vessels, more than double the size of America's fleet. What's more, China's naval strength is almost entirely concentrated in the Pacific, while the U.S. fleet is dispersed between the Atlantic and Pacific regions. China's military prowess is further bolstered by an arsenal of advanced anti-ship weapons, deployable from ground bases, warships, and aircraft. The arsenal of China's anti-ship weapons. China's advanced anti-ship weapons encompass a variety of formidable tools. Among these, the most potent are the long-range missiles, such as the DF-21D and DF-26. However, the most fearsome weapon in their arsenal is the DFCF, a hypersonic missile with a reputed capability to reach speeds of Mach 10. These missiles can strike from more than 15 miles away, rendering them a significant threat to even the most advanced naval vessels. But it's not just hypersonic weapons that pose a threat. Carrier commanders have long been aware of their vulnerability vulnerability to batteries of anti-ship cruise missiles. When fired in high numbers, these missiles can overwhelm a ship's defenses. Moreover, the proliferation of relatively cheap long-range suicide drones introduces another layer of complexity. These drones have the potential to replace traditional aircraft for delivering high-speed missiles. In the face of such threats, the largest carriers and heavily armed destroyers in the Navy's fleet find themselves inadequately equipped to defend against the swarms of attackers descending from the air. The role of the Carrier Strike Group. Currently, the USS Gerald R operates with what's known as a Carrier Strike Group. This is essentially an armada consisting of carriers, cruisers, destroyers, frigates, and occasionally submarines. At least 2 of these vessels specialize in air defense, typically Arleigh Burke-class guided missile destroyers. Equipped with powerful onboard radars capable of detecting targets from over 200 miles away, these ships serve as the first layer of protection against enemy attacks. These destroyers are armed with surface-to-air missiles and the Navy's Phalanx Sea-Whiz close-in weapon system. The latter operates a radar-controlled 20mm 6-barrel Gatling cannon capable of firing a staggering 4,500 rounds per minute. Collectively, a Carrier Strike Group is well equipped to intercept dozens of inbound missiles, some from as far away as 200 miles. However, the vulnerability becomes glaring as soon as these ships run out of interceptors to fire. These interceptors must be stored and then restocked after battle, with some munitions being replenished at sea while missiles require resupply back at a port. This situation is described as a depth of magazine problem by the Pentagon, something that adversaries can exploit with swarming attacks. The Pentagon's solution to this problem is centered around the implementation of powerful lasers as the most effective defense against swarming drones and other threats. The power of lasers, an evolution in defense. Unlike the blasters in Star Wars, real-world laser beams don't explode when they hit a target. Instead, they deliver intense heat and lower power output. Lasers can effectively confuse the optical sensors on drones, and by increasing the power, a laser can burn a hole through its target. In essence, lasers convert energy into ammunition. Powered by nuclear reactors like those on the USS, they can potentially fire thousands or even tens of thousands of times at incoming munitions. Importantly, laser beams travel at the speed of light, enabling them to track and target unpredictable weapons like China's hypersonic DFCF missiles better than conventional missiles. This negates the need to lead a target and anticipate its location, as is the case with current missile systems. Moreover, lasers offer a significant cost advantage. The Congressional Research Service estimates that firing a high-powered laser will cost somewhere between $1 and $10, a mere fraction of the $1 to $10 million required for traditional defensive missiles. This introduces a concept known as a negative cost exchange ratio, where using million-dollar missiles to fend off swarms of relatively cheap enemy drones or cruise missiles becomes an inefficient use of resources. The journey towards laser implementation. The early years. The Navy's pursuit of laser technology traces back to 2014, when they installed the first laser on a ship for sea trials. This laser, the Sec-3 laser weapon system, was fitted forward on the deck of the amphibious transport ship, the USS. The Sec-3 was a 33-kilowatt laser system with a short round firing tube, painted white. 2 smaller tubes for sensors rested on the shoulders. To the untrained eye, it resembled an amateur astronomer's telescope. But even this early, low-power version displayed remarkable firepower. The quest for laser technology continued, with a stronger laser entering trials in 2019. Then, in August 2022, the Navy installed its first permanent laser on a destroyer. This destroyer, an Arleigh Burke-class vessel named Prosperous, was developed by Lockheed Martin. The laser on this ship had a 60-kilowatt power output, and integrated with the ship's advanced Aegis radar and weapons control system. This system was named Helios, which stands for High Energy Laser with Integrated Optical Dazzler and Surveillance System. Future iterations of this technology could be even more potent. Lockheed Martin, for example, envisions the weapon scaling up to 150 kilowatts. The quest for more powerful lasers. While the lasers currently deployed on Navy vessels are effective against drones and small surface ships, countering a barrage of cruise missiles or hypersonic weapons traveling at Mach 5 or faster requires a much more powerful laser. The Navy estimates that it would need at least a 300-kilowatt laser for this purpose. This is due to the materials used in the nose cones of these missiles, such as pyrolytic graphite or pyroceram ceramics, designed to withstand the high heat associated with supersonic flight, which can exceed 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Moreover, lasers need enough power to overcome the effect of atmospheric turbulence on the laser beam. They also require quick identification of the precise target point on an inbound missile traveling at the incredible speed of 1 mile per second. the Navy is actively pursuing the development of a 300-kilowatt laser, and this experimental weapon is named Hellcat, which stands for High Energy Laser Counter Anti-Ship Cruise Missile Program. Intriguingly, it appears that the Navy is building upon its existing and Sec-4 optical dazzler interdictor system, which is already in use on some destroyers. If successful, this platform could become the Navy's first laser capable of shooting down incoming anti-ship cruise missiles. However, even the formidable Hellcat won't be enough to stop hypersonic missiles flying at speeds up to Mach 10. These weapons are designed to withstand temperatures of 1700 degrees Fahrenheit or hotter. The Pentagon believes that it may take a 1-megawatt laser, more than 3 times the power of Hellcat, to effectively counter these hypersonic threats. While the pursuit of megawatt-class lasers poses its own set of technical and engineering challenges, the Navy is determined to see it through. In a significant step, the Navy awarded a contract to Northrop Grumman to develop a laser of this caliber. By July 2022, the company had completed a preliminary design of a high-energy laser that combines several laser beams into one powerful ray. For the Pentagon, which has invested billions in aircraft carriers, this technology can't arrive soon enough. The future of the USS Gerald R. Ford and naval dominance. In the rapidly evolving landscape of naval warfare, warships like the USS Gerald R. Ford find themselves more vulnerable than ever. The fate of the world's most powerful navy could be decided by a single, well-aimed hypersonic shock. Yet, no matter how fast or powerful anti-ship missiles become, the Navy places its hopes in futuristic lasers to burn these threats out of the sky for less than the cost of a cup of coffee. The journey towards this goal is fraught with challenges, but the U.S. Navy is committed to ensuring that its fleet remains at the forefront of naval power. The USS Gerald R. Ford and its successors will continue to evolve and adapt to the ever-changing threats, and innovative technologies like lasers stand as a beacon of hope in an era of increasingly complex and sophisticated challenges. With its dedication to harnessing the power of laser technology, the U.S. Navy is determined to maintain its maritime supremacy and protect the nation's interests on the high seas. In the face of evolving threats, it is these cutting-edge advancements that may well hold the key to safeguarding the legacy of naval dominance that the U.S. Navy has worked tirelessly to establish and uphold. In a world where the balance of power is ever shifting, it is technology and innovation that will ultimately determine the future of naval warfare, and the U.S. Navy is at the forefront of this ongoing journey, the continuing pursuit of technological excellence. The USS Gerald R. Ford represents not only a remarkable achievement in naval engineering, but also a symbol of America's unwavering commitment to technological excellence. As the world watches and adversaries adapt, the U.S. Navy remains dedicated to staying one step ahead. The development of advanced laser technology is not only a matter of national security, but also a testament to the innovative spirit that has defined America's military endeavors. In the pursuit of engineering solutions, the Navy continues to lead the way, propelling itself into an era where the very nature of warfare is being redefined. As we look ahead, it is the vision of the USS Gerald R. Ford that serves as a beacon, guiding the Navy into uncharted waters and promising a future where naval supremacy remains unchallenged. In conclusion, the USS Gerald R. Ford, with its unparalleled size, power, and advanced technology, is a testament to human ingenuity and the unwavering commitment of the U.S. Navy to maintain its dominance on the high seas. However, in an ever-evolving landscape of naval warfare, new threats and challenges emerge, particularly from formidable adversaries like China. In response to these evolving threats, the U.S. Navy is investing in cutting-edge laser technology, which offers the potential to neutralize hypersonic missiles and swarm attacks effectively. These lasers, powered by nuclear reactors, represent a cost-effective and rapid defense solution against the most advanced threats. The journey towards implementing these powerful lasers is ongoing, with the Navy pushing the boundaries of technology to safeguard its maritime supremacy. In a world where the balance of power is dynamic, innovation and adaptability will determine the future of naval warfare. The U.S. Navy stands at the forefront of this endeavor, committed to ensuring its fleet remains at the vanguard of naval power. As the USS Gerald R. Ford continues to sail the seas, it symbolizes not just the past achievements of naval engineering, but also the unyielding commitment to technological excellence that will shape the future of maritime warfare. With the Navy's unwavering dedication, the legacy of naval dominance will remain intact, assuring a future where the seas remain under American leadership.